4,000 miles, 7 states, 3 national parks, and countless forests. Over the next several episodes, I'll be embarking on an adventure to celebrate my birthday in an epic way. I'll share the places I discover and the adventures I find along the route. This trip is a way for me to escape the heat of Arizona, travel to mountains, parks, and monuments that I haven't yet explored. Join me as I take my brand new bike on some of the most incredible roads that the western United States has to offer. Thanks for coming with me. Let's ride.
Nearly upright? How can you be nearly upright?
An excessive heat warning remains in effect both in Imperial and Yuma County and will stick around through the rest of the week.
Just had a group of fellow riders pass me coming down the road, and they slowed down and asked if I was okay. And it's easy to forget, especially when you're in a car. You know, you're in the middle of the desert, so if you break down out here, you're screwed, especially if you don't have any water. I think Quartzsite's about 50 miles north, so that's your only hope if you're stranded out here. Just stopped for a nice little lunch at a place called Peggy's Sunrise Cafe in Havasu. So I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted to go to the Hoover Dam today. I think I was looking forward to that more than Las Vegas, but it's actually closed right now because there's something wrong with the dam, I guess. So next up on the trip will be Oatman, which is a little Route 66 town where they have wild donkeys walking around. So I'm pretty excited about that. That'll be another probably hour down the road. So I'm gonna fill my vest back up with water and then get back to it. What's going on? What are you guys doing, huh?
After spending way too much time with the donkeys on the side of the road and giving them the oat bar that I brought just for them, I drove through the town of Oatman. I didn't actually go in because it was a weekend and it was super busy, but I did drive through and take in all the old historic Route 66 buildings and scenery. Just north of Oatman is Sitgreaves Pass. This pass stretches 8 miles through 3,500 feet of the Black Mountains and features 191 twisting hairpin curves with steep grades and no guardrails. It's one of the most noteworthy motorcycle routes in this area, and I've always wanted to travel it and on Route 66. After making it through Sickreeves Pass, this leg of my trip terminated at the Cool Springs Station. This historic service station has been connected to Route 66 from the very beginning. It was an important stop for westward travelers to get some rest and check on their cars before tackling the treacherous road ahead. I stopped to take some pictures at the pass and picked up my mandatory keychain to add to my collection. Then I continued to head north to the Hoover Dam. To my surprise, the dam was actually open. I think most of the other tourists decided to stay at home because when I got there, there was hardly any visitors, which made it awesome to explore by myself. At over 700 feet tall, there's enough concrete in the dam to pave a 2-lane road from San Francisco to New York City. Well, as you can see, I made it to my hotel room, and I'm not sweaty and gross because I took the nicest and most refreshing cold shower when I got here. When I got to the Hoover Dam, it was like 115 degrees outside, and the GoPro's overheated, and my camera overheated, and my cell phone overheated. Put my phone in a plastic bag and then pour my lukewarm water over it to try and suck some of the heat out of my phone. Cooled down enough for me to turn it on really quick and write down the street exit that I needed to take to get to my hotel. So luckily it was only like an hour and change to get here. The main reason I wanted to do this trip was because I enjoy riding motorcycles, but I hate riding motorcycles in the heat. So this morning was actually really nice, going through Quartzsite and Oatman. But after I got through Oatman and it was like early afternoon, it was just way too much. Like my cooling vest wouldn't even do it anymore. Hopefully tomorrow will be my last day of desert heat. The next leg of my trip will be going from Las Vegas up into Utah and then into Idaho. So I'm pretty excited for that. I think the highs are supposed to be like 85. So what I'm used to is 115 in Yuma, Arizona. So that'll be a nice change. But if you stayed with me this time and you enjoyed this first video, there's a lot more to come. Basically, this is going to be a whole series following my trip all the way up to Mount Rainier in Washington and then all down the California coast and through Yosemite. So it's going to be like a 15-day road trip. I'm only on day 1. So subscribe if you want to see more.